Large ear model, inner ear.
We start off with number 31, the vestibule. It's where all the semicircular canals meet. Right, this smooth surface right on top here, where all three of the semicircular canals meet. Then we move on to the oval window. The oval window can be found on the side next to the semicircular canals. When you look at it while it's removed, but then you want to also look for it right here on number 27 as it meets in with the ear. Fits right there, right next to the semicircular canals. Next, we're going to look for the cochlear round window, and we will turn it this way. The round window is next to the oval window, and it is located here in the inner ear. So oval window, round window, oval window, round window, underneath the semicircular canals. From there, we move to the semicircular canals. They are numbered 35, 36, and 37. Number 35 is the lateral semicircular canal. It's lateral, it lays on its side. Then we have the anterior semicircular canal, and then behind it is the posterior semicircular canal. So lateral canal, anterior semicircular canal, and then posterior semicircular canal. Next we move on to this section referred to as the shell. It's called the cochlea. If we remove it from the ear, we're going to look for the osseous spiral lamina. If you open up the shell, you'll find that labeled inside. So again, that's the osseous spiral lamina, number 39. Directly opposite it, you'll find number 40, lining the outside of the shell. This is the scala tympani. So number 40, number 39. Now the top part of the shell can be removed, where you will find the label for 41, the scala vestibule. So inside all three of them, 39, 40, 41, osseous spiral lamina, scala tympani, and the scala vestibule. We will close the shell up now and move to the outside of the semicircular canals, where you will find the utricle, number 43, the utricle. And just below that, we'll have 42, the saccule. And over on the side, the gray bulbous portion of the semicircular canal, you'll find the ampulla of the semicircular canals. So right in this close area, again, you'll have 43, the utricle, 42, the saccule, and 44, the ampulla of the semicircular canals. Next, we move on to the vestibulocochlear nerve, number 8. That's labeled number 45. That's the whole section of this nerve, the vestibulocochlear nerve, number 8. Now, looking at this, we want to find number 46, which is the vestibular branch of the vestibular cochlear nerve. And how we're going to find that is we're going to look for this pink bulbous portion, where you'll find 46. Again, that's the vestibular branch of the vestibulocochlear nerve. From there, we move on to 47, which is the cochlear branch of the vestibulocochlear nerve. And you will find that and be able to identify it because it goes right into the cochlea. Again, that's the cochlear branch of the vestibulocochlear nerve. Now, when we move this all back here, it will lead us to our next clue, the facial nerve. That is marked on this portion for the first time. You'll see the facial nerve. On this model, you have to be careful because you'll look and you will find 3 different places where the facial nerve appears. And this is the first place, the facial nerve. Okay, and then we also want to look for the petrous portion of the temporal bone that is not numbered. And then also we will look for the auditory tube. It was once referred to as the eustachian tube, but the scientists have decided to try and get away from people's names. So this is now referred to as the auditory tube. So be very careful when you study the ear models, because as you see, they're very small. You have to look very closely and be careful as to where they will be tagged.
Perfect.